All right, you guys already know what time it is. It is time to review Albelda. Her kit reveal is finally here, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see what this character has in store for us. And we're pretty much going to watch her trailer and we're going to go over her kit. But before I do that, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I would really appreciate it. But let's not waste any time and let's go ahead and watch the trailer. All right, here we go. Albelda support unit. She is going to be red element. So she's going to be red support sorcerer. So this right here, that's definitely a debuff attack right there. She's buffing up Vicente. Linked with Vicente. Seems like she has that shield as well. Okay. And I'm pretty sure that was her ultimate. This is her ultimate animation. Seems pretty solid. Let's go ahead and exit out of that. So that was pretty much a trailer. Let's go ahead and restart it. Yo, gotcha smack. Voted. But that was pretty much her trailer, and let's go ahead and read her kit. So it says Power of Spirits passive. At the start of the battle, Albelda applies Power of Spirits to the nearest ally that isn't a summoned being and increases their attack and defense by a percentage of her attack and defense. This buff cannot be removed with buff removal skills. Wait, so it says, okay, it says that she's going to increase. It says Albelda applies power spirits to the nearest ally that isn't a summoned being and increases their attack and defense by a percentage of her attack and defense. So you mean to tell me that you're able to increase the amount of attack that she's able to increase for the ally based off of her own attack and defense stat? Because if that's the case, that's crazy. Like, it pretty much means that there is no like limit to how much she can stack for allies. We're gonna have to wait for a kid to be officially in the game, but that's what I'm getting so far. The fact that it says a percentage of her attack and defense, it seems like she doesn't have a cap to her buffing. It's just how much, she's able to provide attack and defense to her allies based off of her own attack and defense. And it says right here, if the ally dies, she finds another nearest ally and applies power of spirits to them. And it says Albelda becomes immune to status effects while applying Power of Spirits. In addition, Albelda cannot be targeted until all allies are dead, but she also cannot use skills if there is no ally with Power of Spirits. Very interesting. So if there are allies on the battlefield, like if your whole team is still alive or even one of them, as long as an ally is still alive on your team, she cannot be targeted, which means that she's pretty much immortal. Like, she's literally immortal. She doesn't receive any damage whatsoever. I mean, I'm pretty sure she receives AoE damage from enemies. Like, let's say you're using Yiwa with Albelda and Child and Dorsey does her ultimate. I'm pretty sure Albelda will receive some damage from Child and Dorsey's ultimate, but Child and Dorsey didn't target Albelda. It's just that her AoE attack ended up hitting Albelda. But I mean, this is kind of immortal because she just doesn't receive, like, she just doesn't, she's not the main focus of the enemy. The enemy, they're not focusing on her. So she pretty much dies when everybody is dead, which is really, really good. So right off the bat, the fact that she's able to, you know, like the fact that she's able to avoid enemy attacks, like she's untargetable, makes her really, really good with low dupes. Like, that's actually really, really nice because for Chalmare, you need max copies in order for you to even unlock his Revolution tier 7 so that he's untargetable. But for Albelda, like, you don't even need any copies on her. You automatically unlock this passive, which is really, really good. So I will say her passive has a lot of potential. When it comes to the attack and defense buff, I have to look into some more details because it seems like there is no limit. It depends. Like, if you, of course, if you get more copies on her, you'll be able to increase the percentage. But the fact that it says she's able to increase their attack and defense by a percentage of her attack and defense sounds kind of crazy. So it might be like, 1.7% attack and defense increase or like 2%, who knows. But her passive looks really good. Now for her active skill, it says Albelda summons swords for herself and allies with power of spirits, which block all enemy attacks number of times. And it says sword of protection lasts for a number of seconds and disappears when the number of blocks is used up. So This is also crazy because this pretty much increases your team's survivability. So this is really good. Blocking all enemy attacks for a number of times. So it seems like your allies are pretty much immune to, damage for a couple seconds. And then once the sword protection disappears, they'll be able to receive damage. So this active skill seems really good. And then next active skill, Festering Resentment. It says Albelda deals a percentage of her attack as damage near the enemy closest to an ally with power of spirits, then locks them for a number of seconds. She then decreases the target's attack and defense by percentage for a number of seconds. So, I was right with her gameplay footage. You guys saw that she was able to decrease the enemy's attack and defense. So that's pretty much her active skill. It's a debuff. And then for her ultimate, it says Hopeful Decision. Albelda enhances the power of spirits applied to all allies to additionally enhance stats by percentage for a number of seconds. Also removes all debuffs and status effects from the target and grants them invincibility for a number of seconds. Albelda is immune to status effects while using this skill. This is insane. Like, this is crazy. I will say the best part about her kit is her ultimate and then her passive. Like, her passive is really, really good. But the fact that she's able to block enemy attacks, she's able to decrease the enemy's attack and defense, and she's also able to grant invincibility to your allies. That's insane. So this is really, really good. I'm pretty sure this is like a single target invincibility buff because it says right here, also removes all debuffs and stats effects from the target and grants them invincibility. So she's only applying this. It says power of spirits applied to allies. So if she can grant this invincibility to multiple allies on your team, that's going to be kind of cracked. But based off of the trailer, like when I watch this trailer again, if I skip just ahead, you guys can see that she's only targeting Vicente right here, right? Targeting Vicente, and then she has that little that sword protection skill, and she has this AOE. I think that's where she's. I think that's what's Vicente blocking enemy attacks. But the thing is, Vicente is the only unit in this trailer. So if there were other characters in this trailer, then I would be able to pretty much understand the ultimate a lot more. But Vicente is the only one, so I can't really jump into conclusions as of to right now. But looking at her kit, man, it's like it looks really good. It seems like she's going to have really, really good survivability thanks to her passive. And it's like not only is she going to be a great support unit based off of her kit, but she's also going to be a very, how can I say this? Like, she's going to be a very nice addition to universal teams, and especially to DPS characters that are extremely squishy. So, invincibility, blocking enemy attacks, granting attack and defense buff. I'm liking her kit, man. I am liking her kit a lot. And this unit seems very free to play friendly. Like, we haven't seen her revolution tiers. We haven't seen them yet. But I will say, with no copies, like, this is great. This is really, really good. And her kit seems really, really nice. I was not expecting her kit to be this insane, but untargetable, invincibility, blocking enemy attacks, debuffing enemies. This seems insane. And enhanced stats. Now, it's the fact that it says additionally enhanced stats. It's probably, attack, defense, and swiftness increase, because when they showed that gameplay footage in the live stream, they showed the swiftness icon. They showed the swiftness icon with the attack and defense. So I think they're pretty much talking about attack, defense, and swiftness, but they just wanted to say enhanced stats altogether. So yeah, overall, wonderful kit, and I'm liking it. I'm excited to see her exclusive equipment, and I'm excited to see her revolution tiers. But the thing is, I'm not planning on getting max copies on this unit, so I'm mostly excited for her exclusive equipment. But yeah, man, based off of her kit so far, this unit seems very, very powerful overall. Like, really, really good. Probably going to be a must-have support unit, who knows? But so far, I like it. But that's pretty much it for Albelda's kit reveal. I'm liking it, man. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Is this character going to be really, really good, or is she going to be a mid support unit? Share your opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below. And that's pretty much it. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe if you haven't. I would really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.